vineyard is now fully certified Biodynamic. It has been for the last 18 months, but Demeter being Demeter, we only found out about 3 months ago. They said, oh, by the way, last year we gave you certification. We went, really? Thanks very much for letting us know. But we're not going to be the company that jumps up and down and makes a big hoo-ha about it, or tries to make all these natural wines and things like that. And I mean, we do biodynamics for making great grapes, you know, and making hopefully interesting wines from that. You know. Really, Michael Seresin, as you know, is an environmentalist and that sort of thing, and we just want to make sure that, firstly, that we look after the land, but that we make more interesting wines that have a nicer connection to their place, and hopefully the winemaking styles you'll see today can help tell that story, if you like. So I think, just to put it in a nutshell, my winemaking style is very much about trying to use traditional techniques and with sort of very intense New World fruit, and I'd like to knock the fruit out of the wine a bit, and so I don't get involved with all this nonsense of big dry ice and micro-oxygenation and the massive use of new oak and all these sort of enzymes and things and commercial yeast that we can use. I'm very much the old-fashioned way. Everything is fermented with native yeast in our property now. I've been there for 5 or 6 years now, and that's been my project from the start, has been to slowly change the whole property over to indigenous yeast. I believe that that's the natural expression, and certainly if we're biodynamic, that's my responsibility really to let that happen. So I really like the idea of swapping fruit for complexity. That's what I'm sort of talking about at the moment in my head. And you know, with Pinot Noir, for example, long times on skin, swapping a bit of fruit for structure and things like that. The Sauvignon Blancs, building complexity by using some old oak and native yeast and much lower crops than most of our neighbours and things like that. But we'll let the wines do the talking, but it's very much old-fashioned winemaking in a way, but without being loose about it. I think my greatest thing is now observation, as opposed to just trying to solve issues with the use of sort of additions or winemaking techniques. It's actually to understand the process better. And you know, I'm only a youngish winemaker, and of course it's a journey that we're on, and we certainly haven't reached the end of it. And Michael Seresin is very much a guy that says, aim high, and when you think you've got there, aim higher and higher and higher, and think broadly while you do it, and that's what we try to do. So hopefully you enjoy the wines.
Great.